I'm Wesley Sonamaker, and I'm joined by.
Haley Osborne.
Uh,
Hi.
Welcome back to Interactive Stargazing.
Yes,
Hello.
hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
We have a very beautiful image to start us off of the Orion Nebula,
It's
and
very, very pretty.
that looks so good tonight. The fact that they've got the middle part not completely blown out blows my mind. Ha
Starting it off with some real knee slappers today.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm in that kind of headspace, we're ready to go. Let's talk about space.
Let's talk about space. It's space time.
Oh,
Haley,
yes.
Haley, what's interesting about the Orion Nebula? What is it? What are we looking at right now?
So the Orion Nebula not only looks super cool, but it is actually where baby stars are born. So we like to call these guys stellar nurseries because it's where the little baby stars are born. This actually happens to be the closest stellar nursery to us. Yeah.
Aw, how convenient.
I know, right? And all that kind of red that you're seeing in there, that's mostly hydrogen, which is what stars are made of.
Just great big clumps of hydrogen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big, bright, hot clumps of hydrogen.
Very, very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Plasma.
Yeah. But the Orion Nebula, it is in the constellation Orion, Something really interesting about this is it's actually part of a giant molecular complex. So it's a bunch of nebulae, clouds of gases and dust. It's like this really big one that has different parts to it. So included in the Orion molecular complex is also the Horsehead Nebula.
Neato. Joyce, the Saturn is not currently visible. It's set by the time that the sun is set currently, so we're not able to see it at night right now. Gonna have to wait probably some number of months from now. I don't know exactly off the top of my head when next it'll be viewable from the night sky.
Mm-hmm. So Daniel Maltez, hi again. You're here all the time. He's got 3 requests. I'm seeing that one of them could be visible. What is this? How do you pronounce that?
Simeis, Simeis.
147.
147.
Yeah.
And that appears to be the Spaghetti Nebula.
Nice. Oh, I love spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti in forever. Yeah. Let's try to go over to the Spaghetti Nebula and check that out. Spaghetti Nebula, that's like spaghetti cloud. It makes me think of that movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. You know that movie?
Yes, yeah. And the book.
It's a book?
Yes. Did you not know that Cloudy... Hold on. Hang on a minute.
Idea.
Was your first viewing of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs the book?
No.
Or the movie? It was not movie. The book? That's insane. That's wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Haley MG asks in the comments, molecular complex, question mark?
Oh, yeah. I don't know like the exact definition, but basically it's just this giant cloud of gases and dust. So it's like the way I like to think of it, which I know is probably not the correct scientific way of thinking of it, but I think of it as like an apartment complex, you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So each of these nebulae is like their own apartment,
Interesting.
That's just the way I think.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
An apartment complex.
But Daniel, it seems like Heart and Soul is actually too big for us to view. So our telescope sees too small of a field of view to be able to see that guy. But yeah. We're getting some errors. Gotta find the right ascension and declination, or essentially the latitude and longitude in the night sky for the Spaghetti Nebula, because it is not in our catalog that we use for our software. So that's interesting.
We're working on it. We're doing our best. You get to see some very fun behind the scenes looks at all of our very hysterical telescope pointing software.
Oh yeah.
My favorite thing about telescope pointing software is the really, really pedantic kind. because some like star catalogs and pointing software, they will like if you'll look up what planets are viewable during that nighttime period, it'll tell you very helpfully that there is a planet viewable just below the horizon, and it's the brightest one, and it's called Earth, which is very, very helpful.
Yes, just look directly down and you'll see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yep.
Haley, Yak Butterfly 1 asks if there are any comets visible tonight.
Yeah, me. Hi.
Aww,
no, I'm just kidding.
Because you're named after Haley's comet.
I am. Yes, I know. It's a joke I make every single time. I don't know. Are there any comets up tonight? I feel like there is, but I don't know if they're bright enough for us to see. Unsure.
Yeah. Official answer, unsure.
My official answer, unsure.
Don't know any that are up right now, so I'm even less helpful. So
perfect.
A somewhat unsure from Haley and a less sure from Wesley.
Okay.
Is the best that I can do for you.
Our back behind the scenes people say that there is a comet up that we can try for with RA and deck in a little bit. It looks like we're still trying to pull out the spaghetti nebula. Now, I don't know about you, Wesley, but I'm not seeing any spaghetti on this screen.
I see no spaghetti here.
Bummer. But yeah, I can't believe it's called the Spaghetti Nebula. Astronomers are so funny sometimes with their naming. But yeah, and then Tom, we can see M1 tonight, the Crab Nebula, one of my favorite objects to look at. We'll look at that in a couple of minutes. It is pretty close to the moon, so it's going to look a little fainter than normal, but it'll still look pretty. I'm excited for it. It's one of my favorites. All right. I don't think we can get the Spaghetti Nebula. I think it might be too faint.
It's looking like a no on spaghetti. I'm very sorry for any spaghetti lovers. That's going to be a no tonight. How about Monkey Head? Monkey Head may come through. Can I operate a Google Doc? Monkey Head may come through, not sure.
All right, let's try it out.
Let's try for the Monkey Head.
Woo, Monkey Head. I don't know what it is about tonight, but I'm thinking of pop culture. I'm thinking of, what was it? Was it Indiana Jones where they eat the monkey brains?
Yes, that is Indiana Jones. That is Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. They also grab a dude's heart out and it's like still beating after you take it out.
Nice.
Which I think is actually true. I think that works.
We're actually not going to go to the Monkey Head right now. They're actually looking for the comet because we had the Ariane deck thing already up. Okay. So let's find that comet. Going comet searching. It's like it's the 1800s and we're trying to get funding for our research. We're looking for comets.
Well, we're trying to get money from old rich people.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what they were doing. That's why the Messier catalog exists. That's my favorite anecdote. Is that Charles Messier was trying to like scheme old rich nobles out of their money by finding things and naming them after him, and then being like, "Hey, you have to give me money now."
Right. Oh, there he is.
He didn't find any.
He didn't find any. Yeah.
He didn't find a single comet. Not
he
a
found
one.
A bunch of other stuff.
we in the past like 8 minutes, us and Angel and Scott have been more successful comet hunters than Charles Messier's entire career.
Yep, it's great. But yeah, there he is, that little fuzzy guy right there. That is a very fast-flying, dirty snowball flying through space. Yeah.
Sweet.
Isn't it cool?
Big ball of ice.
Oh, yeah. Big old chunk of ice.
MG, I have good news and bad news for you about gamma ray bursts. So the thing about gamma ray bursts is that we are seeing tons of them all the time, constantly. If you they're generally just filtered out of pictures like this. Like the software pretty much just automatically accounts for them. Because we're looking at such a large chunk of the sky, some of them just will hit our equipment because there are so many. There are probably some, if you walk outside, there are probably some hitting you all the time. They're pretty constant.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to turn into the Hulk from them.
Nope.
Huge bummer. And James, thank you for letting me know that it was chilled monkey brains. Thank you.
We're gonna try monkey head after the comet. It looks like.
All right.
NGC 2174, the non-galactic catalog. This is a big book.
Oh my gosh, you have it.
Yeah. Somebody put one on the free table, and I was like, well, I have to have this because it's hilarious. And it's like some of the densest, like, look at this. It looks like something they would have as a prop in a movie. Like it just looks like God. It looks like, here, we'll just fill this book with a bunch of numbers and letters, and it'll just show up as, nonsense.
That's great. That's great. That's like what they put up on the screens when people are supposed to be like hacking in movies and stuff.
Yeah,
they just put up the NGC catalog.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I just processed something. MG, I think you were asking about a different thing than we answered. Yeah, you said GRBs or something. Right. There's some other like big it's something that's related to supernovas. I think that's what you're talking about. But I think the thing that Haley and I were talking about was cosmic rays, which have a very similar name and are a wildly different thing, because no one in astronomy can name anything well. And it's usually one British dude's fault.
All right. It's looking like the definition is that gamma ray bursts are immensely energetic explosions that have been observed in distant galaxies. They are the most energetic and luminous electromagnetic events since the Big Bang. Bursts can last from 10 milliseconds to several hours.
Interesting.
Well, I don't think we can see any of those right now. Oh, hey, there's the monkey head.
There's the monkey head. See, there's the monkey. Obviously that looks like a monkey, and yep, sure, totally.
I can kind of see it. I feel like it looks more like E.T. to me. I don't know. That's just me.
I think it looks more like some kind of dubious nebulosity from gas in space.
Okay, well, that's what it actually is. So
I'll be here all week. Waka waka. Tom Sarko, M1. Can we get some M1? Oh, Daniel Millet's The Heart and Soul is too big. Our equipment is too zoomed in to be able to see enough of it that it looks like anything.
Crab Nebula, M1.
Crab Nebula.
This is the first.
Called the Crab Nebula because it looks like a crab. That's why it's called. I didn't say it looks like a crab. I said it's called the Crab Nebula because it looks like a crab. Whether or not you think it looks like a crab, I sure the heck don't, because it doesn't.
We got to do the crab hands that we do on the podcast.
Yeah.
My hands are like blinking out of existence.
Now that people actually have a visual for us doing random crab hands with cameras.
Yes. Yeah, for those of you guys out there who have not already checked out our podcast, you should. You can hear Wesley and I talking with Cody Halfmoon, one of the other workers at Lowell Observatory. And in one of the episodes, we talk about crab hands, and you have witnessed them firsthand now. The famous crab hands.
the famous crab hands.
Yep.
It feels probably disingenuous to call them famous.
Yeah.
We can't see those kinds of bursts. I am being told also. We cannot see gamma ray bursts. Bummer. At least not with the equipment that we have.
There's Joyce, a little crab though.
Joyce, I don't believe there are any planets particularly visible right now. Uranus is very, very close to the moon. Mm-hmm. And everything else is down that I know of. Yeah. And so also K Pinecone, spelled with a K, we cannot see Venus. Venus trails pretty closely after the sun, and so it's only either really shortly before or really shortly after that you can see Venus, depending on where it is in its orbit around the sun.
Yeah, the Crab Nebula right here. This is a supernova remnant. Would you like to explain what that means?
I would love to explain what that means. So 1,000 years ago, in parts of Asia and Arabia, some astronomers saw this really bright flash. I think it was even during the daytime, but they had really good star charts by then, and so they knew what constellations it was in, even though the sun was up. And so they were like, "Dear Diary, I saw a weird bright flash today. I live in the year 1054, and so I don't have the kinds of technology to see what that actually is. So that was weird." And then we went back like 1,000 years later, and we did some testing on it, and we could see that this thing is like made out of elements that are shot out by really, really massive stars when they die in a supernova.
Yeah, supernova is the end of a very large star's life cycle. They violently explode, and the insides of stars, they have a bunch of hydrogen that like hits each other and fuses and becomes helium, and then it'll like keep going. And the like most massive, largest, hugest stars can only form up to iron with that process. But then when they go supernova at the end of their life, that is like the only place pretty much in the whole universe, other than like man-made, that we can get elements heavier than iron on the periodic table.
I think there's a couple that are like really, really extreme that you need neutron stars to crash into each other. Like I think gold, you need neutron stars to crash into each other.
Yeah, so neutron stars are what are at the center of these nebulae, lighting up the gases around them. So a neutron star, it's really so interesting. Cool. They're so cool. These stars at the beginning of their life start off like 800 times the diameter of our sun or more. And when they die, all of their stuff crunches in and with like so much force that they end up being something the size of like Flagstaff.
Yeah, and it's literally like insane.
Yeah, a teaspoon of neutron star weighs more than the Earth. Yeah. So these are like the coolest things ever.
One teaspoonful. Yeah, if you got a teaspoonful of neutron star to the Earth, it would destroy the Earth.
Yeah.
It just would immediately destroy everything.
It's like, bye.
Yeah, it would be incredibly, incredibly bad. So if you go to one of these things, don't bring any back.
No, don't. That. No souvenirs, please.
No souvenirs. Leave only footprints. Take only photographs or something. Yeah. Except probably it would destroy your camera, so I don't know. You figure it out.
Maybe don't.
Tom Sarko has a request for perhaps M76, M97, or NGC 2392. Let's start off with can we get some M76, please?
The Little Dumbbell.
The Little Dumbbell.
Little baby dumbbell.
Very small.
Very small. So this is different than the Crab Nebula. This isn't the end of a really, really big star's life cycle. It's actually the end of like an average to little size. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Ooh, there he goes. But it's like a kind of sun-like star. After it dies, it turns into a planetary nebula.
They have nothing to do with planets. In fact, nope. They generally don't have any like planets around them when they're alive. Even they were named by my eternal nemesis, my second eternal nemesis behind the moon. Oh, what's his name? He's the guy that wanted to call Uranus George.
Oh, William Herschel.
William Herschel, yes.
Yes.
Same guy is responsible for calling planetary nebulas because he looked through his terrible 1800 telescope and was like, I think these look like planets. that wasn't a very good British impression, but you get the idea. Anyway, they're like kind of through a telescope if you look at them the size of planets. Like some of them are, but like they don't act like planets at all.
Yeah.
So, like, it's dumb. It's a dumb name.
I don't know, dude. I didn't make it up.
don't trust astronomers with naming things.
Honestly. Oh, fun fact about names. I literally read this today. I guess he didn't want to name it George. He wanted to name it like Georgius or something ridiculous like that. I think
I read something about that. Yeah. I remember.
I was like, that's even worse.
That's really dumb. Yeah, right. Because they like always wanted to Latinize names in the time period. That was like bad. That's why we call Christopher Columbus. His name was something else dumb, and then he was like, but I want to sound fancy, and I'm going to change it to an oos because the Romans.
Maybe Christopher Columbo.
I think it was actually Christopher Columbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Right.
But yeah, that's the Little Dumbbell right there. It looks like the regular Dumbbell Nebula, which is also a planetary nebula, only smaller. So it's called the little dumbbell, because, you know, sometimes astronomers are creative, sometimes they're not. So
usually the latter.
Yep. Usually the latter.
It looks like Angel has also said that this nebula is also called the Cork Nebula or the Barbell Nebula.
Interesting.
Scotty, my man, could we get an NGC 2392, please?
Clown face.
The Clown Face Nebula.
Clown face.
Riddle me this, Batman. No, that's the Riddler. That's not the jerk. That didn't work.
I was gonna say. I was like, what?
I'm mixing up my Batman villains here.
I mean, I guess Batman like comics. The cartoon Riddler kind of looks like a clown.
He does.
Like
that's
the makeup.
A good point. Yeah,
you know?
That's a good point. You've got me there.
I could see where you got it mixed up.
M97 is the Owl Nebula, and it is too low behind Godot.
Sad.
There's the like building that the telescopes that we're using right now rolls over the telescopes during the daytime. It's really, really cool. Unfortunately, the way that it sort of works out, you like there are just some chunks of the sky that we can't see, which is a quirk of most telescopes. Martin Pollard points out there's still a possibility there are planets orbiting within a planetary nebula. Yes, yeah. No.
Does that make it a planetary planet?
A planetary planet. I don't know.
Planet it? Where's the platypus?
Bury the platypus! A planetary nebula! Bury the planetary nebula!
Bury the planetary nebula!
Oh god, my roommates are going to be furious at me. What is... Oh, this is the Clown Face Nebula.
Nice.
I
don't see a clown.
I think it only looks like a clown if you look at it through like an optical telescope. I think most like camera telescopes, like the one we're using, because of the way they like show you the actual image instead of your stupid dumb bad eyes misinterpretation of it, it doesn't come out looking like a clown, but it kind of does through an optical telescope. I promise.
It looks like a single eye that's just like staring into my soul right now. Like I can't stop looking away from it, especially when Scott's just slowly circling it.
We all love and fear the Clown Nebula.
We just don't talk about it.
We don't talk about NGC 20. I forgot the number, and now this joke is bad, but I have started singing and now I can't finish it. We don't talk about NGC 2392. There we go. Stuck the landing. That totally worked.
Yeah, I mean, it was already a bad joke to begin with.
Nope. It was good. It started good. It ended good. Okay, it was all good. Everything worked well.
It was good. Wesley's the funny one here.
Yes, you can trust me because I'm impartial.
Anyway, let's move on. Daniel would like to see the star Propus, which is a red giant star in Gemini. Fun fact, which is not going to be surprising to most of you, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, that makes sense.
I know. Yeah, everybody says that every time I say it. What are you? You're like an Aries, right?
I'm a Libra, thank you very much.
Who's an Aries? I was literally just talking to someone.
I don't remember. You'd
it's
think
Evan.
I would... I guess I don't know what Aries is or no. All I know from the internet is that Geminis are. Everybody makes fun of Geminis and Scorpios. I don't know why, but
I don't know.
Internet.
That's why.
Internet. That's why. So this is Eta Geminorum or Propus. It is a naked eye variable star around 380 light years from the sun. The traditional names Tejat Praeor, Propus, and Prepus and Pishpai are other names for it. I probably very mispronounced some stuff in Persian there.
Well, in Greek, it means forward foot because it's the forward foot of
Propus.
Castor, one of the twins in Gemini. Oh, it's a double star. Ooh, double little binary.
Oh, even more twins.
So many twins in Gemini. Like Castor is a 6-star system. There are
Really?
6 stars in Castor. Yeah.
Interesting. That's
It's like
super
3
cool.
binary pairs.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really
Pretty wild.
Wikipedia tells me that Eta Geminorum is a triple system. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Haley?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because the people behind the scenes said that's too many stars.
That is too many stars. That is
so apparently Castor is too many stars.
Too many stars. Get rid of them.
Too many. And hey, I was not the one who saw that it's a double star. Somebody told me it was double star.
Okay, all right. Hey, I don't even know if I'm reading this from Wikipedia, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. All right, so Ernie Jacobs would like to see M46. It's got a little planetary nebula. Ooh. Oh, it's the open star cluster that's got the planetary nebula in it. Tis cute. Let's check it out. It's kind of low, but I am being told behind the scenes that it's pretty dope. So we use very scientific terms here at Lowell Observatory.
Yes, like dope. We call the stars dope because you like seeing them and your brain releases dopamine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was gonna say because they're doped with different gases and they appear different colors.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there you go. We're quick on our feet here.
Mr. Angel, are they all orbiting around the same gravity well?
Mr. Angel.
I know, Mr. Angel.
Incredible.
Is that our Angel or is that somebody?
No, not Angel, not you, the person answering questions behind the scenes. Mr. Angel, a YouTube commenter. Yes. Very different people.
Yes. So Mr. Angel, typically with things like 6-star systems, what I've seen in the past is that Castor is 3 binary pairs. So that's 2 stars that are orbiting around one another. And then all 3 orbit like a central point. Or at least that's what I read. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with Castor. So
that's very interesting.
Oh, there's the planetary. Look.
Oh, that's very pretty. Can you zoom in on that?
That's adorable.
Scotty, enhance.
Scotty, beam me up. Oh, he really zoomed in.
Ask and you shall receive.
Scott's on it.
Scott is in fact on it. There you go. That is M46 this is right here.
M46, yes. James is asking for the Horsehead Nebula, which, like I explained at the very beginning, is part of the Orion molecular complex, that big, huge cloud around Orion. We can attempt to see it. It is quite faint, and the moon is really close to it. So,
Scotty, commence attempting.
Let's check it out. Oh, Mr. Angel says, us angels are everywhere, it seems.
Apparently.
So, Miss Angel, our angel. But yeah. So, Horsehead looks like a horse head, so that's why it's like called that.
Horse's head.
Horse's head, yes.
Cape Pinecone. We cannot see M9 right now. I'm very sorry. It is very pretty, though. I love globular clusters. Check back in the summer. That's when we get a whole lot more globs up in the night sky. Biological bootloader. Heck of a name.
Such a great name.
The North American Nebula is very cool, but it is too large for our telescope and setup and everything. So we're too zoomed in for it to look like much of anything through our equipment.
Yes, we have tried many a time.
We have tried. I think both Haley and I have sat at the planeways trying to get it to look like anything repeatedly.
Literally for like an hour. Just like sitting there trying to figure it out. But hey, there it is. There's the horse cell.
Oh, look at that.
Oh
that
my gosh.
Very faint. Look at horse you, Scott. Head. Dang, that's impressive.
I know. Scott's on it tonight.
Yeah. There's this exposure finishing up in like 30 seconds, and maybe that'll help.
Yeah, he really cranked it up, so hopefully we'll get a good...
Scott is a miracle worker.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
We still haven't done Uranus if we want to try for that after this.
Yeah, sure.
Neat one.
Might as well.
We were asking for planets earlier.
Or Georgius.
Cody Halfmoon says, you guys should do a podcast or something. Have you considered it? Angel says they would listen. Cody, I would never do a podcast.
Nope.
And frankly, I'm insulted that you would ask me and my esteemed coworker Haley.
Yeah, why would we ever do a podcast
We
when
would
we
never
do
do
these where you can see our faces,
Mhm.
you know? How dare you?
You certainly cannot go to Star Stuff, a Space Podity on Spotify and listen to the first 5 episodes. I don't remember how many we've finished editing. We've recorded many of them and edited most of them, but poor Cody has to do that all herself, so it takes a while.
Yeah, Wesley and I just talk.
We just talk. Yeah.
We just talk.
Haley, Cody just has either Haley or I, or usually both of us on to just say some nonsense for like an hour, and then Cody has to do the actual work of editing it.
We're just I was gonna say the faces, but I can't.
We're not even that.
We're not even podcast. We're just
sounds.
voices.
Just an amalgamation of sounds.
Of mouth noises.
Yeah, usually not even words. Generally just,
Whoa.
Oh, God, Scott, what have you brought me now? Scott, what did you do? Is that Uranus? Did you bring us Uranus, Scott?
Is that Uranus? Because that's pretty cool.
Because that's very impressive if that's Uranus.
There's so many colors happening right here, like I don't know what's going on.
Somebody asked in the chat, I don't have your username, but someone asked in the chat about a star named after your son. I have bad news. There are not official catalogs that name stars after people in those ways. You would have to know what the star's actual official name is in order for us to find it for you. If you have the RA in deck, that also works.
Apparently the colors are the Moonbeams.
The Moonbeams! Incredible!
Yes. Things that Wesley hates.
The Moonbeams. Scott, blow up the moon. Blow it up now.
If anyone can, it's Scott.
If anyone can, it's Scott. That's true.
But yeah, I think that's Uranus. They haven't given us a confirmation, but I'm assuming that's what it is. So, nod once if it is Scott. And by nod, I mean move the mouse up and down.
Is there a Lowell Discord
Uranus.
yet? Mr. Angel asked if there's a Lowell Discord yet. There is a Star Stuff, a Space Podity Discord, and Cody, if you're watching, can you put that in the YouTube chat, Cody?
Yeah,
I don't have the YouTube
chat
open, so I can't even check if you can. But
Heather said I can do it.
I can do it. Do it, Heather.
All caps. She wants to. So go ahead, Heather. All right. So let's see. Maybe NGC 891 Tom Sarko, Edge on Galaxy and Andromeda.
It's really
not to be confused with the Andromeda Galaxy. Heather is apologizing for yelling. So.
Good old caps lock. No, that's okay. Heather, your punishment is just that we make mild fun of you on the internet to whoever people is listening right now. That is your penance for accidentally hitting the caps lock button.
I love it. But yeah, so Edge on Galaxies, instead of looking at them like this, we're looking at them like this. I'm putting this in front of my face so that my hand doesn't just disappear.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you have a Frisbee and you look at the side of it.
Yes. There he is. Look at that dust lane right there. Ooh, this is a pretty one.
This is very pretty.
891. Oh, I think I've looked at this a couple times before, actually.
Yeah, I've looked at this a few times before. It's a really nice one.
It is. Look at that galactic bulge.
Please, no. Please, God. You know what? At least in astronomy, I don't have to hear the word moist. You do have to hear the word bulge occasionally in talking about galaxies, but there's no moist. Nothing's moist. It's all pretty dry.
That's not true, though. There are some pretty moist exoplanets.
It's all pretty dry. There are some pretty moist exoplanets. That's fair. That's fair.
Angel is asking why nobody has requested the moon yet.
So the question is, have I just written some hacker code to prevent anyone from requesting the moon?
Oh, yeah, true. That's true.
I think
Oh my gosh.
Can we try for M35 next?
M35? Yeah. Ooh. I love open star clusters. They're so pretty. Open star clusters are like little baby stars. All right. Let's head on over to M35, Scott. Let's check her out. Little baby stars in Gemini. I'm just kidding, it's Gemini. Here you go. I feel like whenever this is happening, we should play the Jeopardy theme song. Although I don't know if we'd get in trouble for that.
I think we could achieve that functionality. It's fair use or something, right? We're a nonprofit. Yeah. I don't know. Someone above my pay grade will figure it out and either yell at me or not.
Let's just play it, but like an octave up.
Yeah, we play it, but like I play it out of my phone speaker and like into my microphone.
Yes, perfect.
That's a great
Put
idea.
on like auto tune too.
So this is M35. It's an open star cluster. It's very pretty.
35.
We are who asked that? Whoever asked for the star named after your son, we are looking for it now.
Yes.
We are checking through.
Yeah, we are not ignoring you. We are just trying to figure out where it could be.
Ernie Jacobs, we cannot do M81 or M82 right now because the building is likely in the way.
But they've cut off the T, so now it's just Sarco.
Sarco.
Tom. Yes. M79, we can see that tonight. It is pretty much the only globular star cluster tonight. So I, for one, would love to see that.
We're going to try that in a little bit just after we
do love globular star clusters, but let's finish up on our open star cluster right here.
I think we're still looking for can someone on the plane waves tell me if we're looking for the star with the RAN deck that we just got?
Okay. Oh, they've gone to the coordinates. Okay.
So we're at the coordinates right now. We don't really have any way of telling you which of these stars is which. But
it's one of them.
Those. This is where the coordinates you sent us to are. So it is one of those.
Yes. Moonbeams.
Moonbeams for you.
Oh, that looks pretty.
That's very pretty. Nice and prismatic.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's one of those guys in there. I'm going to guess that, Scott, if you go to the left, no, that star, like, no, down, or to the right, that one. I'm going to guess it's that one.
Just to be contrarian, I'm going to say it's the other one that Scott was just pointing at. No, not that one. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
No, the teeny tiny one. Yes, that one.
The faintest one that you can possibly find in this field. That's okay, yep, there perfect. You go. There we go. That's excellent. Thank you, Scott. That's the one.
All right. What is it? Noah Ryan Sparks. That is your star right there. The faint little guy.
One of them. It's
one
probably
of these.
One of them. All right, Mr. Tom Sarco.
Mr. Sarco.
Mr. Sarco. Can we get an M79, please?
Yes.
Go Gadget M79. So all these designations that we're saying with an M and then a number are from the Messier catalog, and that's that French dude that had a get-rich-quick scheme that totally failed, and he accidentally made one of the best catalogs for non-stellar viewing at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, did not find comets, but found a lot of other really cool stuff.
Yeah, just accidentally would like scan through the sky for things, and when he found something and he couldn't tell, he could tell it wasn't a comet, and he didn't really know what it was, he'd just be like, well, I'll write that down. And then eventually This was the only thing he made that was useful, so that's what he published.
Also, we are being told to ask for requests. Please tell us what to look at. Nobody has still requested the moon, and we will not look at it unless somebody tells us to.
Thank God for that.
Specifically because of Wesley, we will not look at the moon unless someone specifically says to look at the moon. Cody is calling us. Oh no, that's actually Maddie is calling us cowards, not Cody.
Good. Oh right, Cody is Matt. Maddie is yes. Cody is Cody is
Maddie is Cody tonight.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the globular star cluster.
They're so cool.
They're old stars. Old stars.
They're called first generation stars generally because they're really, really old. They're some of the first stars that formed anywhere in the entire universe.
Ansi.
Anwar Almala, Tabbys Star is in Cygnus, so we can't see it right now. I'm very sorry.
So many people are requesting the moon now.
James Hyatt. Oh, look, there's already a check mark by it, so we can't do it. We'll just move on. James Hyatt has asked for Beetlejuice. Could we get a Beetlejuice, please, Scott? No, Heather figured out how to uncheck the box. No, my plans have been foiled.
Let's see how many people can request it before we actually look at it. Oh, Maddie's the one who figured it out, not Heather.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow. How dare she? There's Beetlejuice.
Don't. Oh, now you do.
Oh, no. Where'd he go? Where is he? I don't see him. I see a cat. I actually see 3 cats, but... But yeah, this is Beetlejuice. It is a red supergiant star. So this is a very large star.
It's really big.
Ending its life, will eventually go supernova and become something like the Crab Nebula that we looked at earlier tonight.
And we'll be able to see it from Earth, like with your naked eye. There's also a lot of hubbub about how, like, when you look up at the night sky, all the stars are already dead. And that's not really true. Like, if you look through a telescope, then a lot of the stars you're seeing are already dead. But when you look up in the night sky, this is one of the few things that may already be dead while you're looking at it because it's so late in its life cycle and it's about 1,500 light years away from us. So we're looking about 1,500-ish years into the past when we see this at all through any amount of equipment. So it's just the right setup of stuff that this might be dead right now as we are speaking. Might already be dead.
This is true.
All right, I can't avoid it any longer.
Well, there's
I can't avoid it any longer. More. Hooray! Thank God.
So KIC 8462852 is Tabbys Star, which we cannot see. It is in Cygnus. Cygnus the Swan. Wesley, I think it's time.
I think it is time. Mr. GP3PO. By the way, Messier did find a few comets, but of course is forever famous for his DSO list. I thought he didn't find any comets. I am very sad now. That means I can make fun of him slightly less.
Wesley, we found your nemesis.
I don't want to talk about it. I
hate
this
moon.
Thing. I absolutely hate this thing. This guy stinks. Look at it. Look how evil it is. Look at that. It looks smug.
The funniest part of all of this is 2 of our coworkers have the last name Half Moon and Mooney.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Maddie said the moon is her mom. How dare we? So, how dare you, Wesley?
Man, get a better mom. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for that, everybody. Oh no.
Look at it. Look at that thing. Unbelievable.
Cody says she takes offense.
That's fair. That's
totally fair. I mean, look at it. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with the moon because the moon's cool. However, when it comes to astronomy, the moon is not great unless you specifically study the moon. So, I don't know.
Videographer experience. IG-88 is a assassin droid. I think are the IG-88s. I think they're the ones that are in the Mandalorian with the heads that like spin around.
Yeah, they are.
There is one of them on the Death Star it's on an Imperial Star Destroyer with Boba Fett and Bosk, and it's one of the bounty hunters it's Wesley, it's not Weasley, okay, first of all, versus the moon. I saw that YouTube comment. And I will continue explaining Star Wars lore until you get my name right.
Oh my goodness!
Look at the poster. Look at it. Look at the poster. It's Star Wars poster, but you can't see. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yeah, it's an assassin droid.
That's so funny. John, the Rosette Nebula. We can try for it. It might be too big. But we might be able to see some nebulosity. So
anything to get us away from my eternal nemesis.
Someone's going to re-request it later. Watch. It's going to happen.
They would never do that to me. I'm sure no one in here would do that to spite me.
Cody is going to.
Cody would do nothing of the sort. Cody's never been one to do things that are mean to me jokingly. That never happens.
No, not at all. Definitely don't listen to our podcast.
No, don't.
Where that's half of what we do.
No worries, my friends. It is okay.
Okay, here we go. Rosette Nebula. Oh, yeah, I can see some, some pinkish, unless it's just moonbeams again, but I don't know.
Moonbeams.
Moonbeams?
Oh, it's in Monoceros, the unicorn constellation.
The unicorn? Cute. I like the big red star just right in the middle.
That's my favorite. I love those.
Oh, yeah.
I know a few moon curses. Oh, God. I don't want to get moon cursed. That's horrible.
Wesley, you're about to get cursed.
I don't even know what that means.
You're going to get cursed by this red star.
Not even just cursed. I'm going to get moon cursed. That's like twice
so
as
much
bad.
Worse.
It's not even regular cursed.
So much worse. Angel says that's right up her alley. So
I don't like... Sarah, are you seeing me being threatened with moon curses at work? I'm being threatened with moon curses.
Maddie's gonna join in, so hey guys, keep requesting things, please. Or
I will talk about assassin droids in the Star Wars lore again. Don't make me do it. I'll do it.
He will.
Request things now.
Oh, the Flame Nebula. Yes, let's do it. I love the Flame Nebula. It's so pretty. It looks like maple leaf.
It looks very pretty.
Right? Yes. The Flame Nebula is an emission nebula, so it's being lit up externally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here we go. We saw this earlier when we were setting stuff up, and it looked so cute. So let's see if it continues to look good.
You can sort of start to see it over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little faint. There's also that big giant star in an obnoxious spot.
There he be.
That dang thing.
How dare he be in the way? No. Scott, no. Don't touch the star. Don't do it. Oh my gosh.
No, Scott.
Oh no. He's getting Starcursed.
Ernie. Oh no, not Starcursed. That's the word.
Oh my gosh. It got so much brighter.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there's the Flame Nebula. So
cute.
Pretty.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
So is that's hydrogen in there, yeah, because it's red.
I don't actually know. Because it's like a weird process where it's being like shot with energy. I think it's mostly hydrogen. I mean, hydrogen's like the most abundant thing out there. So I'm going to say,
statistically speaking, it's usually hydrogen.
Statistically speaking, it is more than likely hydrogen.
Ernie Jacobs has requested IC 1795, the fish head connected to the heart. I don't remember exactly how the song goes, but I don't think the fish bone is connected to the heart bone.
Well, Angel said that she likes fish, so we'll try it. That's the only reason we're trying it, I guess.
I feel a sneeze coming.
Oh, bless you.
There we go. I muted myself in time.
Nice.
Anwar Almatla asks for Przybylskis?
Przybylskis?
Hopefully one of those pronunciations is right. It is not visible from this latitude. I'm very sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Heather. That is super helpful. Anything pretty is always good. All the colors. Yes, it is all the color. It is quite pretty. All right. Where is the fish head? Is that it?
So Scott is where'd he go, boy? Scott, did little Timmy fall down a well, Scotty? We're having to communicate with only Scott's pointer and nothing else.
Yep. Like he's not even allowed to be in the chat. He's just
yep, he can't see anything.
Yeah, nope.
We give him commands from on high, and Scott does his best to do them. Aggressive mousing, Heather says.
Yes, aggressive mousing is completely correct.
Mousery?
Mousering?
Mousering?
Mousing? There's no R in there.
I think mousing's a different... Well, I was saying mousery.
Oh, okay. Mousering.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that is the fish head. I don't know. I don't see a fish, but cool.
My grandpa made my dad eat a fish head once, and that's all I have to say about this. Yep, 2 of them.
All right, moving on. K Pinecone would like the Beehive Cluster.
We can't see all of it,
real
but
big.
we will see some of them.
We can see some bees, a couple bees.
Some bees. One of my favorite jokes on the internet is the one about the just calling all of the stars the Bees constellation.
The bees.
The Bees constellation.
Like that one card in that one game, bees.
The one card in the one game. Yep. I like that. That's good. That avoid some copyright strikes or anything. That's very smart. This is good.
Exactly.
I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking with my brain muscle.
So we've got some nerds fighting in our we have a Google Doc that we don't have the YouTube comments open. Heather does, and Heather puts all the stuff into the Google Doc, and then all of the other nerds in this Zoom knockoff call that we're all in see whether or not we can see the stuff, and that's anyway. I'm telling you too much behind the scenes stuff. Just to tell you that there are nerds fighting in the Google Doc. Cody Halfmoon has requested. She says, show us Soul. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. And SOL, like the sun, the thing that we can see right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the telescope does not detect neutrinos from Angel. So
that says Curtis. I didn't even know Curtis was
from Curtis?
Here.
How did Curtis get in here? Oh, my God. Curtis from half court.
I didn't even know he was in this call.
Wow.
All right, then.
I mean, I don't think he's in this call. I think he's just on the Google Doc specifically to snipe Cody on that.
Interesting.
Mr. Angel asks, what is the most exciting observation you and the team have watched the last year? Who is the team? Who do you think the team counts as, Haley?
I don't know, just like the whole Lowell crew. Does that include the science staff? Maybe the science staff.
Sure, let's say it includes the science staff, yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything? What's the most exciting thing? What do you think?
There's the Pokemon paper.
That's the best one. The Pokemon paper from Gerard Van Bell is my absolute favorite in the entire world.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about it?
It is I used to remember this all cold. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't remember what it is.
I was going to say it's in our Discord.
Right, yes, it's in the Discord, yes.
The podcast Discord, if you guys would like to join, has a picture of this paper that one of our astronomers, Gerard Van Bell, wrote.
This is my absolute favorite. Hold on.
Cody Half Moon thinks that the lunar eclipse a few months ago was really awesome. I'm sure Wesley disagrees with that, but
no, it was actually great because the moon, you couldn't see it. It gets covered by the Earth. So actually, no, Cody's right.
That's fair.
the Pokemon survey, which is just my favorite thing in the whole world. It is the pervasive overview of companions, spelled with a K, of every M dwarf in our neighborhood. I make the same joke on whenever, I don't know when this podcast episode was going up, but we had Gerard on to talk about some other stuff and this thing. I'm going to make the same joke that I will make now, which is that all scientists are judged based solely on their ability to shoehorn really funny sounding words into acronyms for things. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So Pokemon, he wins.
Pokemon, the Pokemon survey.
Tom, you want to see Blue Snowball? Let's check out Blue Snowball.
We got you, Blue Snowball. Give me some Blue Snowball, Scotty.
Blue Snowball, Scotty. Scott, do you mind that we call you Scotty? We literally only ever do it on here.
I only do it on here or when I'm seeing, or like I see Scott and one of us has had a terrible day and I'll just be like, Scotty! And exclusively then.
He said he's good with it with the middle school heart.
Less than 3. Yeah.
Less than 3.
Back in my day, we had to make our own emojis. We had to grow them ourselves. I don't know what that accent is. We're going to start wrapping up very soon, so I'm going to rapid fire answer a bunch of questions. Yes. Cat's Eye is not visible tonight. We cannot see the Dumbbell Nebula. It's set. We are looking at the Blue Snowball Nebula. Hubble's... oh, come on. Why? Please work. We probably can see Hubble's Nebula NGC 2261, but we need to wrap up very quickly, so we're probably going to end on the Blue Snowball here. Haley, what can you tell us about the Blue Snowball Nebula?
Yeah, Blue Snowball is another planetary nebula. So this star probably started off about the same size as our sun. But over time, oh gosh, hold on. Sorry. Oh, we're doing good.
No dying allowed. If you die, I'll kill you.
Okay, will do. But yeah, Blue Snowball, it's a planetary nebula, dead star. So a bunch of gases that star formed before it died. Now it looks this pretty blue color.
Paulette, we already saw the Crab Nebula today, so look back through this recording after it's all finished, and you'll be able to see that earlier. James Hyatt, the Pleiades are up, but we need to wrap up very, very quickly. So thank you to all of our members and everyone listening to us today. We really, really appreciate it. Please listen to our podcast. It's Star Stuff, A Space Podity. It's from Haley and Cody and I. I think the episode where Cody and I talked to Dr. Kathy Olkin, just went up, and Haley, you were just on talking to Alan Stern, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. It was like the coolest experience ever. But so cool. Yeah, that was last week's episode. So definitely go check that out. There's also an episode that neither of us are in for reasons, and they talked about the moon. So
yeah, and thank God I wasn't there.
Yep, I think they did that on purpose. So
yeah, just have a moon one that I couldn't tarnish with my blind fury at the moon.
Yep. So Maddie was in that one. She's been guest starring quite often, as well as John Gregory Compton and Kevin Schindler. Yeah, JGC. Oh. But yeah, so definitely check out our podcast, Star Stuff, A Space Podity. We have a Twitter, so check that out. Wesley and I occasionally hijack it. So yes, Twitter, please verify us. Not
Twitter,
just us, but the Lowell one as well.
Also verify the Lowell Twitter accounts.
Yes, neither of them are verified.
Also so verify my personal account, just cause. Just do it.
Yeah. Do it. Verify all of us.
Verify all of us.
Please do. But I think that's all we've got time for tonight. So
Heather
thank you so much.
End whenever you want.
All right.
When do you want to end?
Heather, we're just going to keep talking until next week.
We're going to keep talking the whole time. We are we're filibustering the YouTube page.
They're going to turn it off mid-sentence. All right. So the scope people are getting cold. I understand. I don't. I'm in my warm living room.
Oh, we have Pluto Festival, by the way. The Pluto Festival
yes.
is next week. It'll be super cool. Okay, cool. We will leave now. Thank you all for watching.
All right. Thanks, guys. Check out all of our other stuff. Bye.